It's the Game Splitter. Y'all subscribe, like, share the video. He was with him. Hey, man, I be seeing a lot of up-and-coming artists, a lot of independent artists, artists that signing deals and all that stuff. Y'all coming in the game with the rap startup kit. Y'all got the jury. Y'all got the bodies. Y'all got the cars. Y'all got the women. Y'all got the respect. Y'all got the clout. But y'all lacking that artist development. You understand? Like, I don't really see no artist really building with a producer and really creating your own sound. Like back in the Getting app, I always seen that. I seen it with Cash Money, Manny Fresh. That's Cash Money sound, Manny Fresh. I seen it with No Limit, KLC, Beats by the Pound. We seen this. We seen it with NWA and Snoop Dogg, all them with Dr. Dre, Eminem with Dr. Dre. We seen it with Gucci Mane, with Zaytoven. We seen it with Young Jeezy, Shawty Red. We seen it with Waka Flocka, Southside, 808 Mafia. Like we just seen it, and then now it seemed like Waka was the last artist around that time. When Future came out, he was going back and forth with Zaytoven and Willa Food. But Willa Food is Future really sound. That's his real sound. Like Willa Food. It's not Metro Boomin. It's not Weezy on the track. All that, it ain't none of them. It's Willa Food. So everybody had their own sound. When you hear this drop, when you hear this, whatever they stamp is, you know it's them. So they couldn't sound like the next artist. Only other artists could sound like them. But they had their own sound. And when you had that, like, not only do you create your own sound, and other people don't sound like you, and not only do you, turn your producer up, Gucci turned Zaytoven up. After Gucci got on all them Zaytoven beats, now everybody want a Zaytoven beat. After NWA, Snoop Dogg, everybody want a Dr. Dre beat. Yeah, like, everybody want a Shawty Red beat. Everybody want that 808 Southside Mafia. Yeah, they want that sound. That's Waka Flocka sound, that 808. They want that sound now. Lex Luger and all that shit stuff. They want that Mike Will Made It sound. They want that Metro Boomin sound. Back when Timbaland, with Missy Elliott, Timbaland, you had him. DMX with Swiss Beats. They want that sweet. Jay-Z wanted that Swiss Beat sound. At one point, everybody wanted, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of up north dudes, they wanted their Irv Gotti sound. Right? So not only do you create your sound and you build these producers up, everybody will want their sound, but you also save problems when it comes to dropping songs. And now you done fell in love with this track, but you can't drop it. Because on your album, on your hit records, or your singles that you're trying to release and put all this marketing dollars behind, you got an EP or an album with 12 tracks on it, but you got 20 producers on it, 15 producers on it. And now you can't put this song out, and it's a hit record, but the producer don't like the percentage that he getting. You're not a good negotiator. That's what you lack at. You don't lack at staying alive, having 30, 40 dudes behind you, catching hats, selling drugs and rapping, getting fresh, cars, the jury. You don't lack in them areas, but you lack negotiation. You can't do that good at all. Nor do you got somebody on your team that can negotiate for you. So this producer over here, he mad because he don't like the percentage that he getting or the profit shares because you ain't negotiated right. Or you could have negotiated some of your publishing. You could do that. You can be like, man, I ain't got a lot of cash, but I can give you some of my publishing. Or you can go real low on the cash. So I can go up to Zaytoven and be like, man, I'm an up-and-coming artist. I'm independent. I don't have a lot of paper. Man, I can give you some of my profit, and I can give you some of the publishing. What you want? But I ain't got a lot of racks. I just don't got it. So I'm willing to give you the profits, some of the profits, and the publishing, a piece of the publishing. When a producer gonna know, especially if they didn't make other artists superstars, they gonna know if you the next one. They gonna know if this record's out of here. So they'll take, oh yeah, you gonna give me some of the profits and percentage? Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. They may say you ain't gotta give me no money up front, or it can just be a couple of racks, 5 racks, 10 racks. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get 10 beats. But yeah, because y'all gotta understand, when you have all these producers, man, these producers, they be sampling off of other producers. So Metro Boomin can sample something from Mike Will Made It. They all cool though. They can sample something from Mike Will Made It, sample something from Zaytoven. You got 3 producers. One producer that you went to do the beat, but he done sample from him and him and him, let alone from back in the Getting App in the 80s, 70s, 90s, early 2000s. And they get the contract and they don't like it and they say you can't release it. Then when you go through that hump, if you get through that hump, I mean, the labels, you could be shopping with a top tier producer and the label would be like, nah, you ain't finna release that. Nah, we don't want him to have that. Nah, the paperwork ain't right. Nah, I don't approve of that. Cause that producer signed to this label and they control him. So if you got your own in-house producer like Manny Fresh, you ain't gotta never worry about that. You know how much money Manny Fresh saved Slim and Birdman? Because they ain't had to go get Timbaland, Switch Beats, Dr. Dre. They ain't had to go grab these guys. Gotta do all this extra paperwork. Nah, Manny Fresh gonna do every beat. Zaytoven on the mixtapes, he doing every beat. Until now Gucci started switching up the beat when he started doing like the no pad, no pencil era. That's when he started fucking with Mike Will Made It. But 05, like the Ice Attacks, the Burn Ones, it was straight Gucci Man. I mean, it was straight Zaytoven. It wasn't no Mike Will or Metro Boomin, none of them dudes. Gucci was keeping it in-house. Every beat, Zaytoven in the basement. Same thing with OJ the Juice Man. Then everybody else started coming around and yeah, you turning up all these dudes, all these producers and shit like that. But these producers, they ain't had no problem with it because they knew what Gucci was gonna do for their career. So yeah, man, like if you ain't really got no big budget, that's why I tell y'all trying to look like Lil Baby and look like Future with the jury and all that. You need to be trying to get the best investors. You need good investors so you can pay these producers. You get you a good in-house, y'all work a deal. Learn how to negotiate. Learn how to do that. Stop learning how to drill and diss their ops and get fresh and fuck on the top tier holes and drive momos and sport jaboo. Yeah, stop trying to do all that and master all that when you ain't mastering all the good shit. So the difference between me and you, if I had a hit record, I'm gonna let my crew go party and I'm gonna be sitting back in the hotel looking through the contracts, asking my lawyer, hey, what this mean? What that mean? I'm gonna let all y'all niggas go party though. I'm gonna let my crew enjoy the rewards of me having hit records. You go F that dog ass hole. You go, yeah, go to the parties and shit like that, especially if they got their own clout and shit like that too. I'm gonna fall back. I ain't got time to mess with Shaquita and all them and yeah, get topped off city to city. I'm trying to learn what this mean, what that mean. Cause yeah, I may get burnt one time signing the first deal, but I'm gonna learn everything what it mean. And I'm gonna really, learn different ways how to make money in music. I'm gonna be a student in the game. I'm an Aquarius, so I ain't with all that party and all that bullshit. I'm trying to get the knowledge. That may be my name, knowledge. Yeah. So y'all need to get these hit records. That's why I say a hit record can be the downfall of an artist if it comes too quick, too fast. You get one big record, and now y'all just, especially if $1 million or $2 that came through already and it's in your bank account, you done made $2 or $3 million off the song. You ain't finna be learning nothing. You ain't finna learn how to negotiate. You ain't even finna learn how to become a better artist. Now you don't let you have a hit record, then a street anthem, or another hit record on top of that. Now you feel like you can just say anything in the booth, and the fans they gonna fuck with it. So now you ain't even making the best songs no more. You done got spoiled off 2 hit records. Because it's $10 million in your bank account, or $7 million in your bank account, or $5 million. And you getting 30, 40, 50,000 a show. Now you spoiled. So that's why they say an artist, he may have 1 or 2 good albums, or 3 albums top, and he out the way. If he a real good artist. Because you ain't learning the music business. You just got better at buying jewelry. You just got better at buying cars. First you was fucking on Raggedy Hole. Now you fucking on girls like Ari and Jada and all them. That's what you graduate in. You don't graduate in nothing as far as like the LLC. You don't get better lawyers, better producers, or just build with one. A real good engineer. A real good negotiator. If you ain't gonna learn it. Learn how to book your own shows. I say learn how to book your own shows. You ain't gonna do that. You gonna learn how to book with Louis. When you go in the store, they'll shut the door and make you feel important, give you wine and shit. You learn how to do that. Learn how to book top tier hotels, and when you tricking off and shit like that, they'll shut the store down. You go to Mercedes, they'll shut the You the only one that can buy a car. You'll learn how to do all that bullshit that take from you. But the shit that can build you up, nah, all you know how to do, if a label call you and they got the right bag and all of that, you can sign a deal. You can't read that good. So yeah, man. You so easy to get fucked over. Yeah, you got a talent. Yeah, Satan gave you the talent to rap. Yeah, you good. You can rap like Young Boy. But you can't read. You don't know what these words mean. Matter of fact, you don't even want to read a contract that's real thick. It could be just 3 pages. You don't want to read all that. You've been drinking and popping perks all day. Lean. You excited. You've been smoking. Your brain too cloudy. Why would you want to read something that's 5 pages long with a whole bunch of words on it? With no pictures on it. But you see that number is in bold. Matter of fact, he got the cash right there. You got a big advance. $1 million deal, $300K advance. Ace of spade bottles everywhere. Gold bottles. Poof. Poof. Yeah. You got motherfuckers in the background. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. No, nigga. Yeah, backhand. Yeah, evil letter. Yeah. You got all that shit in your ear. Yeah, bro. Yeah. 63rd, nigga. We told you, nigga. We in the door now. GE. Yeah. You can't read. How you gonna be able to read them big ass words? It's 3-4 pages long. You finna skip all that. Go to the dollar line with an X at. Sign your name. You didn't read the part where it say they're getting all your publishing. They gonna own your name because you ain't trademark your name. I said you ain't trademark your name, Playboy. So then they know they gonna get your YouTube shit. You ain't even read the contract. You ain't even see where it said they ain't even get your merch. You got your own merch. And they getting a piece of that. Because they already know you ain't gonna sell no records, so they need the merch, they need YouTube, they need everything. Not some, not half, but all your cash. Publishing, masters, on your name. Yeah. And they gonna give you their lawyers. They gonna give you their lawyers. But you gotta hit records though. You on tour with Lil Baby, Future, Drake, Rod Wave. You on tour with these guys. You in them same rooms with them. You got 4 or 5 cars. You got millions of dollars in the bank account though. Yeah. You fucking all the bad hoes. Yeah, you got millions of followers. 5 stars, designer all in your closet. If I fall off, I'm gonna sell my closet. If you fall off, you can sell your closet. Yeah, you fighting cases, you beating them, you turn. You doing all the top tier interviews, yeah, you turn. But in that paperwork, you're screwed. You're screwed all the way. Everywhere you can get screwed, yeah, that's you. They need to call you DJ Screw, because you screwed. So, man. But back to the basics, though. Y'all need to start finding y'all sound. It can save you so much money, so much headache. Build with a producer. It's so many producers, man. They be all over YouTube. Lock in with one. Find your sound. Say, man, we finna go to the top, me and you. Just me and you. Don't have, when you lock in with a producer, don't have 30, 40 guys in the studio with him. Now he can't think. He don't need smoke. All his weed smoke in his face. Nah, man. And do that shit every day. Let the other nigga take over the trap. You don't want to lose your clientele? Let the other nigga take over the trap. You got to do this shit every day, man. What you in this shit for? You just want a couple houses, a couple cars, a whole bunch of jewelry, designer clothes, and girls like Cardi B? Oh, you can go sign a 360 then. You don't need it. Yo, you ain't got to read no contract. You sign a 360, nigga get you 10, 15,000 a show. You just want a couple cribs. You want property so you can talk like Rollo and them. Couple properties. You want a couple Moissanite chains and watches, and you want an iced out grill, and yeah, 4 or 5 cars. You want the TRX, you want the C8, you want a Trackhawk, you want a Lamborghini yours. Okay, we get you that. You want an AMG Benz Maybach. You want all that. Okay, yeah, we get you that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you want a crib in Atlanta and one in Florida, and you want one in Cali? Oh, yeah, we get you that. Yeah, you can sign you 360. Yeah, you ain't gotta get smart in this shit. That's all you want. So you ain't really trying to be no artist. You want the materialistic shit, man. So we give you a 3-4 year run with that. We give you a 3-4 year run with that, and we ain't gonna teach you how to pay your taxes either. So enjoy it. So yeah, you ain't gotta. You want if that's all you want. Yeah, you can just be a dumbass rapper. As long as you can make good records and stay relevant, you good. You ain't gotta listen to nothing I'm saying in these videos. Just find the best 360. They're gonna give you the most money, best situation of the 360, and you good. Everybody gonna be happy until you start getting smarter, reading your contract. Your music's not as good no more, so the labels don't want to let you drop no more. So now you like, I done went platinum before though. You telling me I can't drop? You telling me my audience that outgrew me? I need to switch it up. Then when you switch it up, it still ain't right. Now you want to go to court? Shit like that, yeah. If you really want to be a legend in this shit right here, you really want to be like a Jay-Z top tier dude like that, and you don't want to be an artist for the rest of your life, and you really want the cribs like Rick Ross and them, yo, like you really got to study the game. You got to study that paperwork. All that party and bullshit, that shit be cool. That shit look good, but it ain't good for your soul. It ain't good for the LLC. So if you really want to be a legend in this shit, like, you're going to have to learn how to skip a party, how to skip a hoe, how to skip the block, hanging with all these dudes. I already know a nigga done. When I see him hanging with 30, 40, his entourage got 50 dudes with him, 40 dudes, I already know he probably don't even own his name. Because all the smart dudes, they ain't going to have them dudes with him. Now, in the beginning, maybe, but as they, so say like No Limit, Master P, smart guy. In the beginning, he had 30, 20 dudes with him. 98, 99, around like 02, a lot of them be gone already. He done woke up, like, and it keep going down, lower. First he started out with 30, 40 dudes. Now he only roll with like 5 dudes. That's his partner. Yeah, so I already know when I see them young rappers with them big entourages, I already know all them dumb. They only waiting for a drill, waiting for a lick. Y'all gambling, he want to rob them. They only waiting for that. You think you got control. Yeah. Hey, man, don't rob him. All right. As soon as you go around the corner, they go rob him. They get in the shootouts. They keep getting locked up. You got to bond them out. Because you can't get security. You can't get no real security. And you don't want to pay real security. You don't want to pay the fee. So, yeah. But you're paying the fee. You're paying the fee because your boy keep getting locked up. They need lawyers. You're getting into new beef. So you're paying the fee, really. So, yeah, man. It's a lot, man. Don't get caught up in this shit, man. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in the lights. I'm telling you, man. Get you a good investor. Learn how to negotiate. Get you a good mentor or two. Get you a producer. A lawyer and all that does. Get you a good lawyer if I ain't said that already. And yeah, man. A good wife. That'll help too. A good old lady. That'll help. Yeah, a good one. Because you can make your wife your manager like Kevin Gates did Drika. It just depends. It just depends, like, how smart she is. Does she want to see you win? Is she going to get jealous? Does she understand that you got to be around other women? You need them in your videos, or you may have to flirt a little bit for the, the image. Is she gonna know how to? Is she gonna know when to turn off that wife switch or that girlfriend switch and turn on, I'm your manager? So I can't think like a wife. I got to think like a manager. I got to be the best person for you as an artist, because this is a business. But a lot of y'all gonna have to bump y'all head and go through it, maybe 1 or 2 times, 3 times, because it seems like y'all can't learn from nobody else's mistakes. So you see it over and over and over again, and you fall right. As soon as the opportunity comes for you, you sign. You just blind. So you're gonna have to go through it though. So that's what it is on that. Y'all know I'm the internet manager for all the rappers, all the up and coming rappers. If you need more game, y'all tap in with me on IG. Pay for a phone conversation. The IG _game_spitter. Follow me on donate to the channel, $Dagamespitter704. Yeah, man. He was with him. Gone.